Solving a bunch of scries of Serum Visions.
Multiple Serum Visions, yeah. Once this gets going, things are bad. We'll see. It's tough to recover. The problem is, even if Gerrick doesn't lose this turn, Dylan will end the turn with, you know, a 7-8 card hand. Pyretic Ritual makes 6 red.
Ugh. Seething Song's not legal in this format. This is 2 for 6.
It looks like Gerrick might respond.
Cryptic Bounce on the Ascension right now might be good.
It's Mana Leak Negate on both halves of the ritual.
Okay.
Okay, that you're allowed. Gerrick gonna use Search for Azcanta. He only has 5 cards in the graveyard, so he mills Polluted Delta, but not gonna flip it just yet. He's gotta get that Ascension off the table if he wants any chance here.
Do we have a Detention Sphere?
Serum Visions, not yet is the answer. Both bottom. Oh boy. You can't win through, he'll pass. Winning through an onboard Ascension is just, ooh.
And
ooh, I don't like it.
Dylan's just turning those Storm things right back face up.
Yeah, don't take those away. I'm still using them.
I am comboing now. Storm's at 0.
Land, Storm at 0. Now, he did start the turn on a tap land and pass.
Huh.
Okay.
A ruse.
All right, what's going on? I think he's got gifts.
Sure. Double gifts
yeah,
is
yeah,
powerful.
Yeah, no, it's really dumb. So we see Search for Azcanta. Azcanta has been found. There's the Sunken Ruin for Gerrick. So he gets to have like 2 cards a turn too with that land. It's basically the same thing.
It's yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
At the low cost of 3 mana and tapping a 4th land.
Serum Visions for Alford. Draw a double scry. Still, oh, top bottom. Okay. I assume that anything he tops is something that can answer Pyromancer Ascension. Here's Rest in Peace. A little late.
Yeah, that doesn't answer Pyromancer Ascension.
No, once it's online, it doubles the, like, so to get the counters on Ascension, you need Graveyard, but after that, it's fine. So double Gifts Ungiven for Dylan.
This makes it so Dylan has to be a little more particular about what he finds with these 2 gifts.
Yeah.
But resolving 2 gives you a lot of stuff.
Well, we should.
You can just get like 2 of those full cantrip piles, and he has a lot of mana to start with. All the cantrips are doubled.
There's so much mana.
Makes it pretty easy to find rituals.
That's so much mana.
In addition to a bunch of grape shots. And it looks like we're finding a heavy ritual pile. He's sticking a repeal in there as well, because if Gerrick gives him that, great.
I mean, he's holding on to the deck saying, I'm going to be using that again in a second. Hold on.
And he wants to see what he gets off of this first gift before he selects his second pile.
Yeah, that's smart. Remember, they're all doubled.
I would assume Gerrick's not going to hand over that Manamorphose. That card is just broken in half with Ascension.
Yeah, you mean I will pay -2 mana to draw 2 cards?
Yep.
That's a good Magic card. So he gives him the 2 blue cantrips, gets rid of the Serum Visions and Manamorphose. So he actually gets the repeal.
Did Dylan not copy the gifts? We missed a trigger there?
Oh. Dylan. That's a big miss. That is a big miss.
I mean, it might not even be that big of a miss, right? He still has a lot going on. That is, when you have active Ascension, you're never too far off of storming.
Sleight of Hand for Dylan. Manamorphose, okay. Yeah, you're right. It's still fine. Here's the second one. Gets rid of an Electromancer. To be fair, the repeal's not actually very good doubled.
Right. Yeah. It makes it so Gerrick would have to have 2 counters to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
Assuming it even matters.
Manamorphose for Dylan. This is his second spell of the turn. We're going to get all those counters out again.
He's just like put those away at the beginning of the turn. He was actually comboing. This kid's all over the place.
1 red, 1 blue draw. Here comes the copy. No, he's not going to use the copy. Oh, well, the hot copy might still be on the stack. Yeah. That is possible. Depending on where he is, we'll see Pyretic Ritual making 6 red. It's not necessarily true that he's missed any of it yet. He's holding all these things on the stack.
Leaving it all on the stack so that he can repeal the rest in peace, and they'll go to the graveyard.
Oh, okay. So this is actually really great.
Yeah, I like this sequencing.
This is, we first thought he was being loose, and then we find out he's actually just awesome.
Well, he deceived us with the gifts.
Right. We saw him missing gifts. We're like, oh, this guy doesn't know what's going on. It's like, no, he really knows what's going on.
He tricked us.
Draws off repeal. The second one is countered on resolution. But if they all go into the graveyard, he just used the copies, and the real cards all hit the yard. That's nice. That's really nice. Dispel on the second Pyretic from Gerrick. Add one to the Storm, though.
Yeah, that is a spell being cast. The Manamorphose resolves.
Yeah, okay. That Manamorphose resolves. Can he draw a card? He's checking. Yeah, he can. Now, Pyromancer Ascension with Grape Shot, if you don't know how that works, it's actually pretty unimpressive. It adds 1 to the Storm. You get an extra single copy. You don't get like an extra stormed copy.
Right. Storm's a cast trigger. Pyromancer makes a copy. Copies are not cast. They're put on the stack.
I don't know if Gerrick's getting another turn here, Ryan.
It's not looking promising.
I mean, he untapped with an Ascension, and he didn't even make the second gifts. I like that part. You might say, like, and you might make the argument, well, maybe he doesn't want to get all the stuff out of his deck. My answer would just be, well, okay, he could just gifts for 4 lands and just chop those.
Yeah, you could just, like, also just gifts for 2 lands and put them in your graveyard. Yeah, well, I'm not going to draw those because they're gone. Here's
pieces of the puzzle. Doubled. That's all the cards in his deck. He's got 4 brawls. Nice. They're legendary.
Won't be hitting those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grape Shot, Remand, Gifts Ungiven. So he'll take Grape Shot and Remand. He's actually running out of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Manamorphose. He got that on the last card. Right, he almost fizzled out.
That is a fact.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is crazy. He didn't start with the mana creature, though. He did start with Ascension, but some of the rituals were countered.
Yeah, so 2 Manamorphoses.
It might even be the case where he needs to hit a Desperate or Paretic off of one of these Manamorphoses.
And it looks like a concession from Gerrick Alford. So one of our 2 Storm players, Dylan Kirkpatrick, picks up the win. He moves to the semifinals. So we're going to go right to our last quarterfinal match. That's also in Game 3. We'll come back to the booth for a second, but we might have a Storm Mirror in the semis because we have Caleb Shear and Julian John. Julian John